Go.
Hey everybody, sorry I haven't been posting. I'm sure you guys have been out there doing the same thing as me, and that's enjoying friends and family during the holidays. So for the new year, I have a surprise for you. What I want to do is have a flower. This is my big painting journal, and there's my calla lilies, and this is January's flower of the month. So I'll be doing some other videos for you along with a flower each month. So you can even tell me what flower you want to see. All right, so I want you to think about becoming a one-stroke teacher. I want you to go to onestroke.com and find your supplies, which I tell you all about them in the video today. And let's get going. We're going to paint a calla lily today, and I want you to see the type of paint I'm using. I'm using a multi-surface paint, so it doesn't need any sealing after you paint it, so it can go indoor, outdoor, on ceramic, glass, all kinds of surfaces. And so multi-surface, just like it says. I really don't use it on fabric though. And then floating medium is what I use instead of water with a one-stroke painting technique that I'm going to be teaching you. I use flat brushes a lot, and I've got a script liner here. So these are well-used brushes. I should pull out brand new brushes for you guys. But I want you to see these are the colors I'm using for my calla lily. I've got magenta and a pink melon. And then we have a daffodil yellow. Then I have a lime green thicket and a white. I don't know if you can see that white on there. And then there's floating medium. See, sometimes a little thicker, sometimes thin. And we're only going to use the water to scrub our brushes. Okay? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how I do the first one, but we're going to load it first. I'm going to take a wet brush and lay it on my paper towel to get the excess water off. Okay? And then I'm going to pick up, I'm going to dip into a couple colors here, maybe actually go like this back and forth. And I can grab some yellow. And I would normally use white, but I'm on a white paper. So I'm going to pick up some white and move it over here, work it in. And I just wanted something more than just the pink melon, so that's why I'm working in the magenta here a little bit. Okay, so since I'm on paper, I use scrapbooking paper a lot, but this is regular art paper. I'm going to pick up a little bit of medium so that it flows well. Now see how much paint's on there? There's a lot of paint. So I'm going to come up here to my first calla lily, and I want you to see that I'm going to make a U shape for the base of the flower. So I'm going to start here, make a U shape. Oops, I'm getting a little big, but that's okay. It's just because I want to show you what it is and be out of the way so you can see it. I'm going to put a line there where the tip of the calla lily is going to go. Now I do these all the way down to a size 2 brush. So I'm pushing really, really hard, curving, standing up, and see how I twist the brush? Alright, and that's a little dark for me, but we can fix it a little bit later. Alright, so I'm going to come here, push down hard, hard, hard to match the other side. Push, 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 and stand up and roll the brush. Now, this is, let me lift it up a little bit here. I want you to see that if I pick up my color a little bit better here, push hard enough, see my center, I want my center to come in there a little bit, and then roll the brush. And let's do that again on this side. So I'm going to stand up. This is why I need you to practice over and over in the beginning to get this roll. So what happens with this roll over here is that as I come around, I'm going to roll across so you can see it lay over that side. I can smooth this middle out, but what I want you to see is this is nice over here. I can come down and I can actually go over the middle if I needed to. Okay, so I want to do some white and yellow ones for you to see that too. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here, make it magenta and white with a little bit of yellow. Alright, so I'm going to come here, brighter. There's my line at the top, push down and roll. Come here, push down and roll. Alright, so as I'm coming down and rolling this, see how I bring that color in? Now, if I'm not happy with this, remember I smooth this out a little bit here. And I can pick up fresh paint and go right over this again. Okay? Now, this is something you got to practice a little bit with. Picking up white. Alright, so I'm going to come down here. I want to make sure you can see this. I'm way over here. Alright, a lot of people like to do calla lilies. They do a lot of these for weddings. Oh, that one turned out just like I wanted it. See that? That's a smaller one that I've done. Okay, I'm going to wash the brush. I've cleaned my brush now, so I'm going to pick up, I want a white flower, so I'm going to pick up white, some yellow, and some yellow ochre. I'm going to work this in. I'm going to try to stay out of that medium. Okay. And I need the yellow ochre so y'all see it. Okay, because these lilies are white. Usually I'm going to put a little bit of medium. Okay, so let's come right here. That's the point when I come down and do this again. Alright, so I'm going to start here, chisel, stay thin on the chisel, lay it down, roll it across, and that's good. So then I'm going to come right here, chisel, lay it down, roll it across. Now this is easy to fix up here if it doesn't match perfect. And if I'm doing a bud, oh, I want to fill this in there. Okay, so the bud I can do, watch this, I'm going to push down and it's going to roll a little bit and roll a little bit. Alright, so now I'm going to go right in, and this is a real quick fun little lesson I wanted to show you. I didn't clean the brush, I went right in and picked up the greens. Alright, so I like to put a little bit of pink in there sometimes. Alright, so I'm going to come right here and pull the stem. That's a little crooked stem. Now watch this real quick. I grab a little yellow. You're going to 1, 2 little strokes. I heard a bell. Did you hear a bell? Alright, so coming across. Now watch this. We can come across like this. And then come across like that and do a really wider part down here, or these little short strokes chiseled. This is a 3/4 flat brush, and I put a little bit of medium because these are long leaves. Okay, I can even put some pink and white in here. So remember, I like to use a dirty brush because we get those great looks. I'm going to chisel, push, chisel. Now see, that's dry. So if it's dry, I'm going to go get here some more medium, come back along here, and let me show you. Let's get it brighter over here. Alright, so I can chisel, then that's all on the chisel. So now look here, I'm going to chisel, lay it down, stand up, and roll. Now see, look how pretty that one looked. Alright, so, and the beauty about one stroke is if it doesn't look good, you just restroke right over it. And the last little thing for these calla lilies, I need y'all to practice this and have fun with it. The last little thing is I'm going to come right here and tap, 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 tap. I'm using the round brush or a scruffy brush. And I'm going to pick up some yellow. I'm going to tap it on one side for a highlight. And there we go. I even will come in here and pick up a little bit of white sometimes. Put another highlight there. So, and remember, see, I got a little big at the top. If I'm not happy, I can clean it right up. Okay? And that's what you're going to do to each of the calla lily centers. Okay? So, I want you to think about becoming a teacher. How many of you would like to become a teacher? I need teachers. And I would love for you to come. Many of you have been watching me and found me and didn't know I was here. I'd love for you to subscribe and tell me what you want to see. Many of you have done that. Thank you. You helped me make my goal over the holidays. And we have lots more coming, so I'm excited. I've got online classes. I'd love to have you join me. See, I'm just going to go back here and touch those. And we are going to have a flower of the month, and this is one of the first flowers of, this is a flower of the month for January. So be watching each month. I'm going to come up with a new flower online here so you can watch it on YouTube. And please share with your friends and come do some more flowers with me next month.